Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Please feel free to write to me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any question regarding to this video or any other videos that I've posted in the past. If you have any videos that you would like me to make, please let me know. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. When it comes to stir frying, one of the most challenging aspects for most Americans is the production of oil film. Now, oil film production can be very extensive in the case of stir frying. It can be overwhelming. At times, it can even trigger the smoke alarm. This is exactly what happened to my friend Rick. Now, his kitchen is not well set up for stir frying. In fact, his kitchen do not have any ventilation at all. So he need to find a way to stir fry without the production of oil film. In this case, precise heat control is essential, and induction burner turned out to be perfect for this purpose. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to use an induction burner to minimize oil film production. So I'm going to use a fried rice as an example to demonstrate this technique and to show you how you can reduce your oil film production using this approach. The first guideline is to properly heat up your wok. To know that your wok is heated up properly before you add oil, the best thing is that to put 1 drop of water onto the surface of the wok. And the water will evaporate. As the water completely gone, you know that your wok has reached the temperature that you are ready to add oil. You add about the amount of oil that is necessary to cover the surface of the wok. And by heating up the wok, it is very important because it will allow the oil to spread quickly over the surface of the wok, and this will allow you to season the wok effectively. Now, this is a stainless steel wok. I'm going to heat up the oil until it starts to smoke gently, and then at this point, I completely turn off the heat. The remaining heat will allow the oil to smoke for another 10 to 15 seconds. And this is a time when the wok is being seasoned to create a non-stick cooked surface. And then I add 2 beaten eggs to the wok. Now, if the wok is well seasoned, the egg should not stick to the surface of the wok. And using this method, by using only a small amount of heat, you can reduce the oil film production. But this actually remained to be effective because when I use my wok spatula, I'm able to find that the egg do not stick and the wok has a proper non-stick cooked surface. This method turned out to be very effective because you still can create a non-stick cooked surface without generate a lot of oil film. Workflow is very important, particularly in this case when you want to eliminate oil film production, because you want to have every step to be carried out continuously without have to looking for ingredients. So I break up the rice in advance. So in this case, once I add the rice to the wok, I don't have to worry about breaking it up. I can focus on stir frying the rice. And now I turn the heat back on. I'm going to set it to about the medium level. Because I just want to have enough heat that will allow me to fry the rice, but without causing any steaming. By this time, the rice is properly warmed up and fried appropriately. I'm going to add some frozen vegetable mix. I take the frozen vegetable directly from the freezer. And in this case, I'm able to thaw out the vegetable right in the wok. Now, since the frozen vegetable is going to contain moisture, and anytime when you cook something in the wok that contains moisture, you will create steam. And steam will always pick up with oil. And anytime when you see steam coming from a stir-frying process, you would probably can comfortably assume that it will contain oil film as well. So what I'm trying to do is that to control the temperature of the wok so that I have minimum amount of steam production. I still have enough heat that will allow me to fry the ingredients in the wok, but will have minimum steam that is being produced. And that is really important because if you have a low level of steam, steam will pretty much stay within the vicinity of the wok and it will settle back into the food ingredients. If you have the temperature too high, the steam will release into the room and that will increase the oil film production. So as you can see here, the oil film can come from many different sources. And of course, the oil film that are being generated when you heat the oil above the smoking point. But equally important that the oil film can come with the steam because it will associate with the steam and release it at the same time. Therefore, controlling oil film production needs to pay attention to steam generation during the process of frying. Because every time when you fry, if you have a lot of steam production, which quite often when you add moisture to the wok, this will also increase oil film production. Consequently, temperature control plays a critical role, and the induction burner is really outstanding for this purpose because with the induction burner, you can have precise control of the temperature. And the next part of this cooking stage is that I'm going to add some of my wok with tak basic seasoning mix. Now this is a good demonstration of how aroma play a role in oil film production. When I add the wok with tak basic seasoning mix, you will immediately detect a aroma, which is mainly come from the minced onion flake, the granulated garlic, and granulated onion. The aroma should be relatively mild and not overwhelming because again the aroma come from the moisture as well as the steam that are being released. So if it is too strong, you know that you have a lot of steam generation. And by now the fried rice is done. I garnish it with some scallion. So up to this point, you can see that there are various stages that you can result in oil film production. You can detect it visually by seeing them, like in the case of the oil film being produced when you heat up the oil. And you can also visibly detect it through the steam that are being generated during the cooking process. However, you can also detect it through the aroma that come from the dish. So these are various type of indications that will allow you to detect where the oil film is being produced. Quite often you might not be able to visually detect it, but you're able to detect it through its aroma. When you have all this improper balance under control, you will minimize your oil film production. Fortunately, the wok has a large opening. A lot of time when you do have some level of this oil film steam and aroma, they can settle back right into the wok as long as you do not let them getting out of control. Stir frying is a fantastic technique. It is flexible, adaptable, and creative. You can use stir fry to cook almost any type of cuisines, any culinary tradition. However, a lot of people are hesitant to do stir frying because they find it overwhelming, particularly with the high heat involved in the cooking process. It turned out that you don't need to use high heat to cook stir fry. You can make really wonderful dishes. But as long as you know when to apply heat and when to turn down your burner, I think in a popular comment is that stir frying is a cooking process that requires high heat because it will allow you to sear the ingredients. However, it is not necessary at all. Stir frying is just another cooking method. It can blend many different approaches and it can adapt to the situation that you are actually in. So for people who live in an environment that do not have good ventilation, or individuals who cannot tolerate oil film or have allergic reaction to the product that they produce, this approach is very suitable for you to adopt. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking practical, efficient, creative, and fun. So if you'd like to learn more about my fast cooking system, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So keep on cooking, and I will see you tomorrow.